Love is God. Love is of God. He who does not love does not know God. So, if God's love, and love is God, and we can fill ourselves with love, then do we become the gods? Many people I know refuse to go to God because they feel they are full of so many faults, that some of them, from their past, from their faults, and they feel as if they're not worthy. They are afraid to ask for forgiveness, and forgiveness helps one to let go. As Gurdjieff says, we're attached to our suffering, afraid that we won't be accepted, so we continue to suffer. And we've got to remember God accepts all. Everybody wants a better relationship, everybody wants a better home, everybody wants a better lifestyle. But what we really need is a better relationship with the divine. And it all starts with love. And as I said at the beginning, love is God and love is of God. The divine source is love and gives love. And we need to do that as well in our lives, to pass out to other people love, because they feel our love. But, as I've said in other shows, sometimes those that aren't feeling the love then feel your love, feel the strangeness of it all, and it's a bit alien to them, so they get a bit suspect or suspicious of what you're up to. Just persevere. Don't be hurt that people sometimes get turned away by love. And don't be hurt by other people's suffering. People like to drag you into their suffering. Most of the problems in this world is because people aren't being loved. But then there's different kinds of love. And the divine source is unconditional love. That's the important thing to remember, of unconditional love, not sexual love, not brotherly, brotherly love as well. But, there's different kinds of love. I think the Greeks said there were 7, agape, I can remember at the moment. I think that's the unconditional love. I didn't do Greek, I did Hebrew for my degree. But the divine source would be unconditional love. He is unconditional love, or she is unconditional love, as people like to remind me. It's a god and goddess. We don't know if the divine source has a particular gender. But does it matter? The divine source is out there for us all to go towards. The dark forces will try and destroy love, try and take you away from love, try and make you not feel the love. The divine sources will do all kinds of things to distract you from being a loving person. That's why all these temptations are put in front of you. That's why there are many situations where there is no love. That's the dark forces trying to distract you away, trying to make you feel angry, feel down, feel depressed, feel woe is me. And I know when I was younger, I used to be looking for love all the time. I wanted to be loved. And I'm sure many of you are aware, it's not about being loved by other people, it's about us radiating the love out. The divine source is radiating love out to everybody all the time, but people don't seem to want to feel it that are asleep. Obviously awakened people hopefully are. But I am meeting a lot of newly awakened people. God bless your souls for waking up to all that's been going on. And obviously it's a bit of a shock to wake up and see what's really going on, and waking up to see the truth of everything, or waking up to see that we're being deceived. And that does cause a lot of antagonism and annoyance, obviously. And people want to go and hurt those that have misled them. They want divine justice. Well, divine justice is dealt with by the divine. Sometimes we have to stand up for our rights, obviously. That has to be done. But we can't go out being vengeful against things that... Well, normally karma sorts all that kind of thing out. But there are, we have to stand up for ourselves on various occasions. But we don't go seeking harmful, hurtful, unloving vengeance or revenge. It's a difficult one, this, because, we get hurt so easily by people misusing us or lying to us, that we want to, or putting us into situations that we don't agree with, but we do it. I'm sure you've all got your, accounts of that kind of thing happening to you. But part of this kind of work is about forgiveness and looking back at ourselves and at other people, forgiving them, forgiving yourself, and feeling that, or turning that anger around, or turning that resentment around, or turning them vengeful thoughts around into something more positive, of a loving nature. Because when you start understanding things and understanding why people are being like this, being manipulative or, whatever, vampires, stealing your energy, and we start understanding why they're being like that because of their situation or whatever, you can have a more loving look upon these people. You can see why they're doing it and understand where they're coming from. I've figured out that many of these adults that are out throw their little tantrums or get hurt so easily or try and manipulate or boss people around, really they're still children inside and they haven't grown up. And part of being awake is to be grown up. Though we still have to be childlike inside. The divine source welcomes the little children. The little children is the innocence in yourself as to what's going on in this world, the innocence that you can see. As I said in a previous video, the divine spark welcomes all. But we have to be having a loving, open soul, a soul that's ready to go forward in light and love, as I hope all you guys do as well. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening as I ramble on, and may the gods bless you all.